Hi again, it's Skippy. I'm creating content. Wait, I think, hold on, let me see if I can still do it. I don't know if I can still do it, but, why am I even wearing these? I don't know. I don't think I really need them. I don't need them for playback, but let me see if I can do this. Hold on, let me, I don't know. Let's try it. My imitation of Alex Jones. The frogs are gay! The frogs are gay! It's stupid. Alright, I'm gonna put these on because it makes my ears warm. And it sounds crazy, but the air conditioning's on in here, so. Hi. I don't know if you guys know this, but I, Skippysimon, Trippy Skippy, that's what the kids are calling me nowadays. But I, Skippysimon, I'm what you would call a winner. Okay, so how are you a winner? Where are your trophies? Where are my trophies? Where are my trophies? Ugh. You see this? This is the Dave and Buster's John Belushi Animal House branded doodad. It's a talking what's it called? It's a talking doll. Like, it said a bunch of stuff. Like, if you press this button right here, it would say stuff, but that battery's long gone. And when was this made? It doesn't say. Universal Studios trademark, blah 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 blah. Doll, Bluto, Animal House, 11.5 inches. Also, you could get D-Day and Flounder. If you young kids haven't seen Animal House, do yourself a favor. Find a streaming service or go through your parents' box of technology and find a VHS or DVD or Blu-ray. Watch Animal House. This was how many tickets? This was 2,000 tickets back in like the early 2000s. When was this? I don't know if it has like a date on here or anything. Alright, so I'm a winner. So it started back in the 80s. Alright? It all started back in the 80s. Video games were the thing back then, just as much they are now. But in the arcade, it was amazing. My family, who I love dearly, we used to go on vacation every year to Wildwood, New Jersey. My father would bring his catamarans. We would go out sailing. We would go out crabbing on the jetties and on by the piers. We would take crab nets and we would scrape the bottom of the piers. And we would dig up 5-gallon buckets full of blue crabs. Like multiple 5-gallon buckets of blue crab. We would be eating crab cakes and crab salad for days. It was awesome. Fresh. For 88, you suckers. But it might have been 88. Actually, no, I think it was 84. I don't know. But we used to do it every year. But we would go to Wildwood, New Jersey, and can't forget Uncle Floyd. My God. Like, there was this local program, okay, in Camden County, New Jersey, called the Uncle Floyd Show. And it was hosted by this vaudevillian character named Uncle Floyd. His real name is Floyd Vivino. His brother was Jimmy Vivino. Still was, I guess, because Uncle Floyd passed away. But his brother was on Conan O'Brien. Whenever what's-his-name would step down, Jimmy Vivino would take over. But Floyd Vivino, a.k.a. Uncle Floyd, was a local hero. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Ramones were on his show and the Misfits were on his show. I don't know if maybe John Lennon or David Bowie mentioned him in a song. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done research on Uncle Floyd, but my brothers and I would drop everything that we were doing to be inside at 6 p.m. to watch the Uncle Floyd show. We would just drop everything, because we can't get that back home in Pittsburgh. We never had cable growing up. We never had cable TV. We never had a VCR in our house because my dad didn't want us to get addicted to television. And that's why I like going outside and going for walks and going to Dave & Buster's and actually doing stuff. I don't even own a TV. Like, I remember some woman, I was at Costco, and some woman comes up to me, "Excuse me, are you that actor on that one TV show?" And I go, "What TV show?" She goes, "Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "No, ma'am, I'm not." She's like, "You're not?" I'm like, "No, I've never seen it." "You've never seen it?" "No. Matter of fact, I don't even own a TV." "You don't own a TV?" And I looked at her and I said, "Yeah. And you'll never guess how much I'm not paying for streaming services every month." But I don't need TV. It's an anchor. It's just, if you have kids, different story. It's a babysitter. Like, my brother uses it. His kids, they can't go anywhere without looking at a screen. They're zombies. Straight up drones. It's like, "Hey, what's up, Uncle? Good to see you." It's like, love them, but screen addicted youth. Anyhow, we would go to Wildwood, New Jersey every year. We would go up, let me say it slower. We would go up to Wildwood, New Jersey every year. And my brothers and I would loiter in the arcades and on the boardwalk, because Wildwood, New Jersey was on the Jersey Shore, southernmost tip of New Jersey, I believe. And we'd go up to the boardwalk and we would play carnival games. We became extremely good at carnival games. That one in particular was this game called Roller Bowler, which was this game. It had a bowling ball that would come down. It was like the track was like, it had a little like dip in it. It was like right here, you would take a bowling ball and you would have to roll it over this hump, and then it would have to stay in this little valley right here and not roll back to your side. So I had a technique where I could get it to roll and stay on the top right here and then roll into the valley and stay there. Ah, son of a bitch. I gotta stop doing that. Keep hitting my equipment, but maybe I should not wear the earphones. I keep nailing them for no reason, and it's not really worth it. So, alright. I'm headphone free now, okay? It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Alright. So, like I said, we'd go to Wildwood, New Jersey, and we would... I mastered this game, Roller Bowler, okay? I mastered it. I could go up there with a $10 roll of quarters and take at least 15 to 20 prizes out of there. It got to a point where they put up a sign that said you could only win twice per day. Like, that's how badly we rocked the place. So then, what we did was we strategized, and we would go up once in the morning win our 2 prizes, and then come back later in the evening after shift change and win 2 more. And it got to a point where, like, the people who worked there got to know us, and they were very like, oh, okay. Because we were winners. We were killing it. And I don't know how I became good at arcade, not in video games. I'm horrible at video games. I'm talking about arcade games. Like air hockey. I don't know how the hell I became so good at air hockey. When I was in basic training at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, every once in a while, the drill sergeants would pit us against each other playing air hockey. And I don't know if it was just my hand-eye coordination from playing video games all those years in the arcade and stuff, but I just adapted to the air hockey, and I would crush it. To a point where I was getting 3-day passes. And I couldn't do anything because I didn't have my civilian clothes, so I would just stay on post and just walk around. I get yelled at by drill sergeants because they thought I wasn't supposed to be out, but I had a 3-day pass. But, so I got really good at air hockey. I was good at roller bowler. And when I was back in the early 90s, I ate a lot of acid. Acid was just wonderful. I'm currently writing a book about going to my older brother's wedding on acid. Well, I didn't go to his wedding on acid. We went out to Las Vegas. My older brother got married on the tallest and fastest roller coaster in America, at least back in 1998. At Buffalo Bill's in Prim, Nevada. He got married on that roller coaster on Halloween of 1998, and I was a huge fan of Hunter Thompson. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas had just come out on the big screen not that long before, so I decided to do my own Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but it ended up being Fun and Laughing in Las Vegas. Like, it is an epic, epic tale. It's also my rehabilitation story, because I did a lot of acid. I loved that stuff. I mean, I'll still do it. I haven't done it in years. Matter of fact, the last time we did it, a friend of mine, we took some acid, we went to Six Flags Magic Mountain, ended up getting kicked out. It happens. Whatevs. But I don't know. We didn't need to be at Six Flags anyhow, because there's just too many people. I don't really dig it too much. Except at maybe a rave or something. But normally I'm not a fan of that stuff. Well, what stuff? But whatever. I haven't done acid in many years. But needless to say, I'm backtracking. In the 90s, I used to eat acid and play a lot of pinball, and I got really good at pinball. And I started competing in pinball competitions because I started playing pinball on acid. And there was at McKnight Lanes, which was this bowling alley that used to be on McKnight Road in Pittsburgh. If you want to see what McKnight Lanes looks like, you can watch the movie Kingpin, and for a brief second, you can pause it, and you can see McKnight Lanes. But there was this machine there that had these little arms, and they had pucks on a rotating turntable thingy, and you had to push the pucks into the outlane to get pucks, and I'd get a bunch of Worry Dolls or Pogs or whatever stupid toy from the time that they had in the machine, and I just play that on acid. Like, I used to just eat a bunch of acid and go to arcades and just... I ended up winning a cordless phone playing skee ball on acid at this one arcade at this one mall. I was really good at winning stuff, and I have kept it up. Like, I won this. This is like from the early 2000s. I won that. The only Dave and Buster's at that time for me was in San Diego. At that time, in the early 2000s, I had keys to the Comedy Store condo, so I would spend Sunday and Monday hosting the open mic at the Comedy Store, Tuesday maybe doing Jay Davis's show at the Laugh Factory because it was killer, and then sometimes if I didn't do that, I would just go Tuesday, Wednesday. If I had spots, or if I didn't have spots, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if I didn't have spots. And I'd stay down in La Jolla at the Comedy Store condo right on the beach. And I would just eat acid and write jokes. And just, or not, no, sorry, take it back. I would just like smoke weed, write jokes, eat mushrooms. And it was great. But I'd go to the Dave and Buster's in San Diego, and I'd play this game. I think it was called Off-Road, but it had this like LED light that would swing back and forth, like it, you know, had a bunch of like lights, so it looked like it's moving and stuff. And you had to stop it right in the middle, and you had to go through 3 levels to get 500 tickets. And I got so good at that. It was awesome. I ended up winning this one thing. My first huge prize that I ever won from Dave & Buster's was, it was this thing, it was 15,000 tickets, and it was called a Sound Lounge. Sound Lounge. And what the Sound Lounge was it had this big triangular shaped headrest that had a subwoofer and speakers in it, and then it had a mat. Because what you would do with this Sound Lounge is you would lay on the floor, and it would keep your head tilted up so you could look at the TV, and you could play video games. And I wanted it so I could watch Star Wars through it, because I don't have any video game systems, and I just wanted to just, you know, set it up like a mock surround sound system. So we had a TV in here when I had this one roommate, and we set it up, and yeah, I watched it, and it was cool. The subwoofer worked amazing, but I ended up breaking it. Me and this one girl, we ended up doing the dirty on it, and it broke it, but whatever. But so that was my first big win. But then I just keep winning and winning. I'm just good at winning. Like, I think I currently have like 70,000 some tickets at Dave & Buster's, but back in the day, me and a bunch of dudes, we used to go up to Dave & Buster's, and you could easily get 25,000 tickets for $25 because they had coupons. It was like buy 25, get 25. So that would get you, I think it was 235 chips, or 240 chips, something like that. And then on Half Price Wednesday, that now doubles your play. So it was 240 became 480. And so that's how we used. That's the only time I play at Dave & Buster's was on Wednesday. And they're ruining it right now. They have this gouge pricing. I went to Dave & Buster's on Half Price Wednesday, and they had this what's called surge pricing, which may as well just be called greed pricing. I don't know what the strategy was. I know that it's like Labor Day or something coming up. I don't know. I can't remember my days. I'm not in the holidays all that much. But they upped all the game prices on Half Price Wednesday buy one chip. And depending on, that chip could cost you 10 cents to 25 cents depending on what price structure you bought your chips at. So they're getting stingy at Dave & Buster's, and it's kind of sad. It's really sad. But I mean, they have been doing half price promotions. They have been doing half price food, which has been awesome for a while. Their food's really good. I need to let you know, Dave & Buster's food is really, really good. They have a thing there called Taste for Tickets. For 2,200 tickets, you can get a burger, the All-American Burger. And I would get the All-American Burger. I would get it with no condiments or salad on it. I would get it plain, meat, cheese, bun, like I do at In-N-Out. And instead of getting French fries with it, I would substitute garlic mashed potatoes. And then I would take the garlic mashed potatoes and I would hack the mashed potatoes onto the burger, and straight up meat and potato burger. It is freaking delicious. Oh my F, it's so good. I've been trying all their Taste for Tickets. Their new Cali avocado chicken salad thing, really delicious. Super delicious, actually. And they have this chicken pasta thing. And the chicken pasta thing, it's good. It was super peppery when I had it. To be quite open and honest, it would have been perfect if it had a cup of green peas in it. It would have been perfect. I had their new s'mores cheesecake. It's a chocolate cheesecake with graham cracker crust and a burnt marshmallow. I want to say the burnt marshmallow was amazing. I am not a fan of cheesecake, never have been, never will be, but that was actually pretty decent. I just don't like the sourness of cheesecake, unfortunately, or the texture. It's just not my thing. And there's cereal. They have like this cereal milk cake. It's like $14 or $15 on the menu, and it's like, no. Half price, it was like $8, and it still wasn't worth it. It's kind of they're trying too hard, it seems like, to be different. But they do have an icy machine. They do have ices there. They're kind of pricey icy, but at the same time they have an icy machine there, and is good. But they only get merchandise twice a year, March and September, and it kind of sucks because I've won everything for my niece and nephew. And what I do is I win a ton of tickets, and I put it on Dave & Buster's cards with a bunch of chips, and I mail it to them, on holidays and their birthdays, so they can go and get whatever they want. But now they have everything, so it's like, I'm stuck. I won my parents. There's a great story. This is before I go. I won my parents an air fryer. Okay, really nice high-end Cuisinart air fryer from Dave & Buster's. Okay. It cost me, I think, 55,000 tickets. Drop in the bucket. So I won this, air fryer for my parents. I called up the Dave & Buster's in Pittsburgh because I was going back home to make sure they had the air fryer in stock. And they did, and that was great because that saved me from the hassle of having to send it to them. So I went home, and I picked up this air fryer. My younger brother was having his 50th birthday party, so I decided to get my parents a nice gift. And I got them an air fryer at Dave & Buster's. And I remember when I walked through the door, they were like, "Oh, what the hell?" And I was like, "I got you an air fryer." Like, "We don't need it." And I'm like, "You don't know how badly you do need it." And they were like, oh, whatever. And I found a really great spot for it on their counter. And I plugged it in. Luckily, it was right near an outlet. They were skeptical. Very skeptical of their new air fryer. They were kind of like how cavemen were like, they would like question everything by, grabbing sharp sticks and that's kind of how my parents were with this air fryer. They were like, oh, we don't need an air fryer. We got a microwave. We got regular oven. Blah, 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 blah. But they went to my younger brother's 50th surprise birthday party. And my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, I told them, I'm like, hey, I got my mom and dad an air fryer. They're like, oh my God, your life is going to change. Like reheating pizza, you do not understand how great it's going to be for you. And I'm like, yeah, they haven't made air fryer bacon yet. They haven't made all these air fryer things yet. They haven't made air fryer hot dogs. So I was like, going through the gamut with my family about all the great things about the air fryer. And flash 2 months later, here we are. I'll call up my parents. Oh my God, we just make steaks in the air fryer. That's why I got it. I love my parents, and I love that they love their air fryer. All right. I've been talking. Wow, 26 and a half minutes. Wow. I'm going to go make some food. That's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook some hot dogs in the air fryer. And then I'm going to make some beans. And then I'm going to toast some hot dog buns in the air fryer. And then I'm going to take some sriracha and I'm going to put it on the inside of the hot dog bun. And then I'm going to put a hot dog in it. And I'm going to cover the beans. Because that is my happy meal. I love bean dogs with sriracha. So good. Alright, enough about me. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and all that garbage. And check out my OnlyFans. Check out my Instagram. Check out my TikTok. Alright, whatever. Bye.